Hey guys, welcome back to Soul Connections of the Fifth Kind. Today I'm guided to follow up on the past life reading from yesterday. Whoever resonated with this, I wanted to check on you and help you come to terms with what happened so that you can heal and move forward. Okay, so I wanted to go ahead and wrap up the Twin Flame Soulmate Separation series this week. With healing. I really felt just compelled, to follow up on that and check on you guys, especially the Divine Feminines that have been watching the videos this week, and especially the past lives. Really painful and emotional session. So, yeah, healing is like the theme for this week. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use the Healing Light Tarot for the main spread, and then my clarifiers will be the Isis Oracle, being a twin flame herself, being, a divine feminine. She is the epitome of the goddess, who is in her feminine power, who belongs to Osiris, her counterpart, and they also went through a lot of stuff together. So yeah, we are going to need her guidance and advice today as well. All right. And then, of course, because of the need for healing as well, I wanted to call on the archangels today and see what they have to say. I want to continue to protect this connection, and I want them to look over this connection and make sure that whatever is divinely ordained, that's what's going to follow. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. The Healing Light Tarot, I also just got this last week as well, and I've been wanting to use it, no reason to use it. So I figured, you know what, this would be perfect, especially after the past life reading. I love the artwork, and so we're gonna see today what message you're gonna get from these cards. Okay, so I've already shuffled this, but let me go ahead and shuffle just to see what cards need to come out, and what messages you need to receive. So we'll go ahead and pull a couple just to see where you're at, what kind of cards you need to see. I'm going to look at the artwork and just get a vibe from the card, because even the cards themselves, just looking at them, they're healing as well. Okay, so yeah, let's see what's going on with the Divine Feminine today, especially as a follow-up to the past life reading. A lot of beauty in that marriage from Egypt, happiness, love, but at the same time tragedy from the medieval ages as well, with the Knight and High Priestess. So yeah, let's go ahead and address that, bring that to light, bring that to the surface, and allow that to heal, so that these counterparts can move forward and be in the place for divine union. Okay, especially in this lifetime, right? Now is the best time to do it, especially while there's opportunity. Okay, so let's see what we have for you. And I wanted to also thank those of you who are new to my channel. I'm really, my channel is like 2 weeks old. I just started it. So yeah, thank you for following my channel and for subscribing like I requested, especially if you enjoyed the videos. And for those of you as well who left a comment, thank you so much for that. I'm really happy to see that there are people out there who are, yeah, reaching my readings and getting the messages that needed to be shared. I just knew there was somebody out there. Oh, one fell out. I guess that's it. I'm going to put this at the very top. I'm just really glad that I'm able to help somebody. This journey, especially this twin flame soulmate journey, I mean, it's not for the faint of hearts. You guys know that. It's a beautiful connection. Like one viewer said, she is also going through her own journey with her divine masculine, and yeah, it's beautiful, but it's also painful, and there's reason for that, guys. It's beautiful because of the love that you share. It's such a pure, innocent, radiant, encompassing type of love. You know, it's like love in its purest, untainted form, innocence, hope, all the things that, you know, are good and positive. But then at the same time, right, when that love is taken, or when it's challenged, or when there are people who are not comfortable with that love, you know, things like being of a different religion, being of a different culture or race, being of the same sex. We've seen that in history. You know, significant age difference, different social class, all those things. Not everybody is ready for that kind of love because it doesn't fit in with society's expectations, right, and social programming. So obviously it challenges what they know. And, you know, this kind of connection and love, it's scary because it makes people question, right, what belief systems they've been blindly following. So they're really projecting. And we've seen in history, oh, no, not that one. Just the ugliness, the violence, the tragic events that happened when, you know, two people that love each other, that belong together, they just wanted to be together. But, you know, society, people could not handle it. So, yeah, there's definitely a lot of, my goodness, what is this taking so long? Okay. All right, I'll keep talking until we get something, okay? But yeah, you know, you've seen in the literature, Romeo and Juliet, especially in the, I'm going to use the Lover's Path more because they basically have like the major arcana, there's 21 of them, and they use 21 of the famous couples in history, like Romeo and Juliet, Isis and Osiris, Arthur and Guinevere from Camelot, who else? Penelope and Odysseus. All those great love stories. 99% of them were probably twin flames. And it was never, okay, here's one. Alright, let's start with 2. Yeah, it was never an easy path for sure. So, but that's what I'm here for, right? To kind of help you navigate your journey. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and set this aside here. All right, we're going to start with 2, and if we need more, we'll go ahead and pull more cards, all right? So let's see where you're at right now, especially after that past life reading. Wow, Ace of Swords reversed. It's interesting. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you. So look at how beautiful this artwork is. Look at the light. Look at the colors, the contrast between the dark background and the light that's just emanating and radiating through that sword. Okay, I want you to look at this. And think about what you're feeling as you're looking at the card. And I want you to just let that just course through you the same way the light is coursing through the sword. And whatever you're feeling at that time, whatever you see in your head or in your mind, whatever voice or message that you hear, focus on that, okay? Our divine spirit guides, our higher selves, yours, your counterparts, and mine, all right, they're all working together to send you the messages that you both need to hear, okay? It's not just for you, Divine Feminine, it's for him as well, right? Because you're each other's half, so whatever happens to one affects the other, okay? So let me just sit this down for a second, and we'll talk about what that means. All right, let's look at the other one. This is the Three of Cups. Oh, wow. Okay, Three of Cups. So this is actually a good thing. At first I was thinking the Three of Swords, which was the broken heart, right? The swords piercing through the heart. But I was like, wait a minute, those are cups. So yeah, Three Cups, which is a good thing because it generally means a celebration. So yeah, there's definitely, I have a feeling after this video, this session, and if you just allow the healing to move through you, my words, the images, the light, I think, yeah, there's going to be reason to celebrate at the end of this video, okay? So hold on to that feeling. Again, take a look at the cups. Each cup represents something, right? The good in your life right now, or this could be the good in your connection, right? All the wonderful and beautiful things that you guys have shared in your previous lives as well. Okay, definitely honor that. Look at the light again against the dark background. Focus on that. Let the light penetrate through you and let it cleanse you, okay? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pull another card, all right? Because I feel like we don't have enough information to kind of, right, get the story from this. So let me get another one. All right. And then the one falls out. Okay, I think that's a sign. Oh. Okay. This one is Ten of Swords. Wow. Okay. And then, all right. I think we have enough. Okay. So let me just go ahead and hold it up for you so you can see. Oh, I'm going to put my crystal. Okay. All right. So you have the Ten of Swords here. Yeah, the Ten of Swords. The end of something. The loss of something. Definitely pain there. It's almost like clinging to something that is gone. Holding on to something that's already dead, cannot be revived or resurrected. But the need to let go of that and release that, because it's actually holding you back and it's preventing you from moving forward, okay? So again, take a look at the image here. Take a look at the dark background and look at what's contrasting that dark background. There's some blues, dark blues, some gray. But look for the light in that background. Do you see the arch of that streak of light going across the card? And it's almost like it's enveloping the person, right, with the swords on their back or their body. It's like creating a bubble over it. And then look at the top of the card as well. What do you see? Do you see clouds? Or do you see the night sky? Or do you see light penetrating through the darkness? Whatever you see and whatever you hear, go with it, okay? And then after this, we'll talk about each card and what this means, okay? At this point. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about the first one that popped up, which is let me scoot a little closer so you can see it a little better. The Ace of Swords reversed. So the Ace of Swords, give me 1 second. Wow, okay. So the Ace of Swords, generally what it means is, yeah, it's something, it's like a new, it's kind of like a new idea, new perspective. It's like a seed, a spark. And in this case, for you, especially after the past life reading, you and your counterparts, awakening. And especially after discovering what happened in your past, and especially after, just, confronting the pain and loss. I mean, I was crying like, like I'm an emotional person, but I don't just, cry just like that, especially when I'm doing a reading. I mean, I'm the person that's like objective and try not to kind of insert myself in your situation, right? Because I need to be able to tell your story the way I'm supposed to see it, right? And hear it. But yeah, it's just when I pulled up the Ten of Cups, and I saw what you saw, and it was just the memory of, being happy with, with your counterpart, and knowing like you don't have that right now, but you're so close, you're so close. And then when the Spouse card popped up, and then I connected it with the Ten of Cups, that's when I just lost it. Like, oh my God, this is why this is so frustrating and difficult and confusing. Because it's almost like, it's like the contrast between extreme happiness, the highest, it's almost like, the thing that makes you the most happy, gives you the greatest joy, right? And then to experience the opposite of that. That's what I saw. That's what you guys experienced. And oh gosh, it's like, beauty versus ugliness. It's like, yeah, you guys experience like the opposite ends of the spectrum, going from pure happiness to pure anguish. It's like the light just went out, and it's like there's no escape, there's no hope. It's like there's no point. It's like it's almost like the only escape from this is death. It's like it. Yeah. So at the same time, you needed to see that, right? Because you needed to understand what is causing the block in your connection. And from his end, he's the one that, whether he remembers it directly or not, he's the one that remembers the tragedy. It's like when he thinks of you, almost that's the first thing that pops up. And he doesn't even know where it's coming from, especially if he doesn't quite understand the nature of your connection yet. He just knows that when he thinks of you, when he sees you, it's almost like the best and worst thing, that has happened to him. And he doesn't understand why. He's drawn to you because of that paradise you shared. And we talked about this yesterday. His heart, his soul, his mind, his everything longs for that, heaven on earth with you. But right now, his mind and his heart and his soul only seems to focus on the tragedy. And yeah, it's crippling. So yeah, absolutely. This is an awakening, right? I mean, it's like you find truth and you face the truth, and knowing the truth, it's almost like liberating in a way, if you just accept the truth and face it. It's almost like, just don't be afraid, just face it. There's nothing to fear. And it's almost liberating. You're awakened to another part of yourself, and you're awakened to another layer of your connection, and to be able to just dig through that pain that's been covered up, right, in the dark for who knows how many centuries, dozens of lifetimes. And to be able to do that now in this present life, right, to just let it just come to the surface and face it head on and look at it, right? Yeah. You have broken that chain that has weighted you both down. So absolutely, this is sparking an awakening, not just in you, but in your divine masculine as well. Okay, so this is a great thing, because this is, oh gosh, this is a new chapter. This is the first step on your journey to union. Okay, so let's take a look at the second card. 10 of, I'm just going to go in this order. 10 of, you know what? Okay, I'm getting this message that it should be in this order. Wait. Okay, you know what? Hang on. All right, again, 10 of Swords. So our guides and our higher selves, all right, they're telling you to release. Okay, release. Now that you've seen the truth, now that you know what happened, and now that you know what's causing the blockage, and his irrational fear, his avoidance, on the surface, it may seem like he's being an ass right now, and yeah, he's acting like one. But knowing what you know now, it's almost like it's almost like you understand. You kind of have this compassion for him, because he's dealing with something that he wasn't even, it's kind of like, I don't even remember this stuff happening, and I'm affected by it. So it's kind of like not his fault. It's not his fault directly, because this is stuff that happened in the past. So it was his other identity, right, that experienced this. The only thing is that, we all carry all those memories into every lifetime. Yeah, it's recorded. It's part of our memories. So, the ten swords here that are stabbing through this person. It's all that weight, right? The burden. Let it go. Release it. There's no need to look back in that lifetime, okay? There's no need. There's no need to hold on to that pain because you've already released it. You need to release it. And see this right here? It looks like, it's almost like, this is, it's like the light is trying to, it's kind of like it's trying to protect it, and at the same time it's trying to penetrate it, but it can't somehow. And it's like it needs to be popped, released, right? Because it's like causing a barrier, like a block almost. And yeah, release it, right? Release that first sword. Release that second sword. Release that third sword. And fourth, and fifth, and sixth, and seventh, and eighth, and ninth, and 10th. All the pain it carries, all the emotional baggage, all of the guilt and the shame and disappointment and betrayal and all the negativity, all the negative memories, all the negative energy that you've both been holding on to. Let it go. And then you're free, okay? You will be free from that timeline. All right, so release it so the light can come in. And the light can heal. And the light will help you, right? Find the path to union, okay? So this needs to end, needs to be released so that you can have a new start, new slate, without the trauma and baggage and burden, okay, from the past. All right. So let's take a look at the Three of Cups. Oh, you know what? I forgot to mention the Awakening reversed. I'm just getting this just now. So yes, normally it will, the Ace of Swords on the upright is an awakening, right? It's like a change in perspective almost. It's kind of like, it's not as significant or big as the Hangman, but it's similar, meaning this is a trigger, while the Hangman is the process of, literally, it's almost like having a transcendental moment or existential moment where you're like, whoa, I'm a soul in the body, I'm a human, kind of like being aware of your current existence, like that makes you just like kind of pause in a daze, kind of like that. But so this is a trigger, this is a spark, so you're on your way, okay? Now if it's reversed, It's not necessarily like, oh no, you're not awakened. It's not necessarily that. It's more, you may not be directly aware, or you might not be aware right away that you are awakening. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from that. But it's happening, especially after confronting the past, right, and learning painful truths. So let's look at the Three of Cups. So this is generally a good, positive energy. So yeah, there's reason to celebrate, because being able to release old pain and baggage and trauma, now, right, you have a clean slate to start over. You're more light. You are more optimistic. You have more room, right, in your heart and in your mind for new possibilities, instead of like dwelling on the past and trying to run from the past, like your divine counterpart, your divine masculine has been doing, right? Hiding, avoiding, escaping. It's just delaying. It's delaying your union. So just face it. Face these issues that you guys need to face, because you need healing. You need to address them and heal them first, okay? Before you can come into union. You both need to be in a healthy, balanced state with no expectations to be in a good position for union, okay? So this is definitely cause for celebration. All right? Letting go of this old baggage, negativity, pain, all that. Now you're making room, right? Now you can fill your 3 cups with something more positive, something more hopeful, new insight, right? New wisdom. You can fill it with something else to move forward, okay? So let's go ahead and see what Mother Isis has to say to help promote healing. So let me go ahead and grab this deck, and then we're going to wrap up this reading, okay, with the Archangel's Oracle. So let's see what she has to say. All right, so Mother Isis, what is your advice on the current energy for these counterparts who are currently in separation, and especially for those who resonate with the past life reading, both, happy and tragic events and memories? How do they move forward? What's your advice for them? Not just for the divine feminine, but for the divine masculine as well, because both of them need to heal before they're ready for a union. Okay. Oh, okay, there's one. Oh my God. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mother Isis. Thank you. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. Let me show you. Okay, it says, let me see. It says, I don't know if you can read this. I don't know if you guys can read this, but it says, enter the chamber of healing, guys. Oh my gosh, it's like, oh, the energy, the divine energy from the guides and the angels. It's so strong right now. You guys are protected. Seriously, your love is protected. So you have nothing to worry about, really. All right, so let's see, what else does it say? It says, enter the chamber of healing in the divine chamber of the Lady Isis. Ooh, so we're going to get ready to go inside the chamber and see what Mama has to say, right? Right? She herself being a divine feminine. All right, so Let me go ahead and just put this here for now. And let me put this one away. Give me 1 second. Let me make room. All right. So let me go ahead and grab the booklet. All right. So this is Enter the Chamber for Healing. Let's see. All right. Enter the Chamber for Healing. All right, page 54. Oh, this is also the book cover as well. Oh, it's just beautiful. First time I saw it in a review, I was like, I need to have that deck. I just fell in love with it. Like, I just knew it was for me. Okay, so it says, enter the chamber of healing. Healing in the divine chamber of the Lady Isis. A spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open without expectation or preconceived notions and allow the healing from the Lady Isis, Mistress of Magic, to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear to be as it should be. You know what? I'm going to put this right here. I was originally going to put 2, but this is perfect. So this is going to be the main energy, okay, and advice for this spread for healing, and then we'll go ahead and tie everything in, okay, with an overall main message for healing from the archangels. So I'm going to put this right here. So this is the core message for healing. All right, so it says, let me start over. It says, a spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open without expectation or preconceived notions and allow the healing from the Lady Isis, Mistress of Magic, to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear to be as it should be. Take your time and create space into which her magic and energy can flow now. Expect your miracle. This oracle comes to you as a messenger. Prepare for great changes because they are on their way now. When the Divine Lady Isis offers you a healing gift of magic, it is something to accept as a gift of unconditional love with open arms. It will be offered without agenda, with the only intent being for your highest good and spiritual growth. It will not necessarily look or feel like expected, but you will realize in the unfoldment of the process or circumstance that it was a spiritual healing gift from the divine, even though you may not have immediately recognized it as such at the time. You will be able to recognize the healing by the experience of it and its effect, even before the complete resolution of the issue at hand. The experience will be that the issue is somehow lifted from you, and the effect will be that the issue seems genuinely out of your control, and yet not out of your control. This is the way that the gift of healing can come to you. Time and sacred space to contemplate and reflect is extremely helpful to receive divine intervention as consciously, swiftly, and fully as possible. Sacred space can be a physical place that allows you to put your day-to-day activities and thoughts to one side and instead indulge in just being as you are in that moment. It might be a place in nature, your meditation place or healing room, or a sanctuary that you can have where you can be alone for a time, or even a meditation group or healing circle. Sacred space allows you to simply be, to not have to think, sort things out or analyze, but to open, rest, allow inspiration or guidance to come as and when it chooses, and to allow for the mysteries of healing to occur. It's important when entering sacred space that we do not set an agenda or have specific expectations. We do not have to think anything more than dedicate the space to the divine within. We're not attempting to find solutions, but actually actively letting go mentally and emotionally and allowing ourselves to go into a peaceful state, relaxed but not numb. We can often have guidance, inspiration, clarity, and knowing drop into our awareness. We don't need to actively seek these things. They can just happen when we create open space. Healing happens most powerfully when there is a space, openness, and allowing. We let go for healing to flow. Time and sacred space will help you receive the inner adjustments that you need for the healing magic of the Lady Isis to be able to reach you with full boldness and genius. All right? So, whoa, this is a lot. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go into the incantation. So this is how to go ahead and do an incantation for healing, okay? So it says, you can say this incantation to boost any healing process, whether it seems to have started already or it's still below the level of your conscious awareness. Healing comes, healing flows. Healing blossoms and it shows. I thank Lady Isis for her love and light, her healing gift through spiritual night. Bring me now to the light of this day, and healing blossoms without delay. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my gosh, like I felt healed reading that. So let me go ahead and I'm going to leave it here, okay? Here. Wait. All right, wait. Okay, all right. I don't know if you can see this, but here we go. Let me grab the Archangel Oracle. We're going to tie everything together, okay? And see what the angels have to say. Now, I particularly am asking for Archangel Raphael because he is the one for healing. He's the one that can help with that. So please, Archangel Gabriel, please, 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 please show up in the cards. All right, so please share your message on how the divine counterparts, the divine feminine, the divine masculine can move forward with healing. All right, so they can be in place for union. If not now, then in the future. Oh, okay. One just popped out. All right. Okay, the bottom of the card is Archangel Jophiel. So I'm going to leave this like this, and we'll come back to that in a second. So, wow. Okay, so this one is called Gifts from God. Archangel Sandalphon. So he says, we angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. So, wow. That's what it looks like. So just take a look at the card. Allow the colors, the image to just absorb it. Let it heal you as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and see what the booklet says. Okay. So, Gifts from God. And this is by Doreen Virtue. Gifts from God. Gifts. Oh, wait. Hang on. Wrong one. I picked up the Archangels. The romance. Alright, here we go. Gifts from God. Gifts from God. Alright, page 39. 39. Okay, so it says, let me see. Okay, here. See if I can hold it. If I can hold this while I read the interpretation. All right. So Archangel Sandalphon, we angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. So here's the message. Heaven is expansive and ever increasing. One of the ways in which heaven expands is through giving and sending love continuously. This love is sent your way in many forms, and your only task is to be willing to receive. Right now, the answers to your prayers await your willing receptivity. Open your arms to these gifts. Your Creator wills that you be happy, healthy, secure, and that all your needs will be provided. Release any fears of receiving to me. Working with Archangel Sandalphon. One of Sandalphon's principal roles is to deliver and answer our prayers. Sandalphon says that every prayer is heard and answered, although the answer may come in a different form than we expect. All prayers are of equal importance in heaven, and there are plenty of angels to help everyone on earth. Call upon Sandalphon when you need help in allowing yourself to receive. Okay, so again, this is another message for healing. And let me also show you the booklet. What it looks like. Again, beautiful, beautiful artwork. Okay, so, oh, and let me also show you the bottom of the deck. I think that's very fitting, especially when the Isis Oracle talks about clearing your space. So this one says, this is from Jophiel, Archangel Jophiel. Get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use Feng Shui. Okay? So again, you need to have that space, right? Where it's free from clutter, free from anything that's going to cause you stress. It's your personal space, right? And you can go there to be left alone, to just sit in silence if you want, to do nothing and not feel bad one bit. That you have the right to your own private time, right? For solitude. So again, time and space for yourself is one way, absolutely, to promote healing. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and put this back. And I'm going to put this here. All right. So yeah, let me just show you this one more time. And yeah, I think that's what I have today so far. So I hope that this reading has helped you to be on track for healing, if not already, from the message that you've received and the images that you're encouraged to look at or guided to look at. Yeah, so that was my goal today, to check on you and follow up and see how you're doing, especially if you resonated with the past life readings from yesterday. And yeah, there definitely needed to, there definitely was a need for healing, especially if you want union with your counterpart, right? With your twin flame, with your soulmate. So both of you need that. And I think once you've both have dealt with your issues and just, have that honest talk with each other, right? About your fears and, how to move forward. Whatever happens, whatever you both agreed to before you incarnated, right? To reunite with each other in this life. It's ordained, it's protected, and no matter what happens, things will work out, right? Because, death did not stop your love. It did not keep you from each other, right? It just seemed like death was just the beginning of the new story, beautiful love story, especially with this kind of connection. So I'm always pulling for you guys to be with your counterpart, the love of your life, the other half of your soul, the person that's just you were born to love. I'm always pulling for you guys. I personally have gone through my own journey, and oh gosh, actually, yeah, I married mine, and I had no idea that he was my twin flame until like years later. when I went through my own dark night of the soul and spiritual awakening. So I'll talk about that later in another video. But yeah, that's why I feel like, you know what, we're fortunate to just work things out, even though there were so many reasons. Oh my God. Yeah, this relationship is like this twin flame connection thing. It's almost like it's the best and worst thing that's happened to you. It's like when it's good, it's really good. When it's bad, it is just atrocious. And it makes you want to just go, why? You know, like, Arr! But yeah, one thing I can say is that being with your twin flame, your counterpart, and when you're both in a place of balance, oh my gosh, it's almost like they just, they make you want to be the best possible version of yourself. um yeah, so it's worth it. So I'm pulling for all of you, and yeah, I wish you guys healing, and I'm pulling for your journey to end in union. Okay, so I think this is it for today. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Please don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And today's Friday, right? Yeah, it's Friday. So wishing you guys a wonderful weekend. And yeah, we're going to wrap up the Twin Flame Separation series this week, and next week, who knows where the connection will be. All right, so I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great weekend.